My husband don't believe in looking backwards, only going forward, and here is one idea.
Well, everyone keeps saying they want to see my wife, or they want to see my wife, so she is this. This is one idea, and yes, I don't believe in looking backwards. I don't care what Obama has done in the past, which is nothing. I don't care what McCain has done. Here is an idea. Hydrogen. Why haven't we used hydrogen? Do you realize that all the turbines at all the electrical generating plants in the United States can use hydrogen right now? Actually, the boilers can too. Why haven't we? Why haven't we started using hydrogen? Why aren't we generating our electricity from hydrogen? Could you see the news down the road? The United States produces more electricity than any other nation, and they use non-fossil fuel to produce their electricity. They have many avenues that they produce their electricity with, but they use no fossil fuel whatsoever. And they produce more electricity in the United States than any other nation in the world. Can that happen? Yes. Can that happen now? Yes. We have the capabilities. We have the ability to do it. But we need to take the first step. Our electric generating plants that are run off of turbines, they can run off of hydrogen. They can actually produce the hydrogen at the plants. All they need to do is to produce a hydrogen generator that will use part of the electricity that they're producing to produce the hydrogen. And then the hydrogen and oxygen can go back into the turbines, turn the turbines, and produce electricity. Well, wait a minute. That sounds like almost a perpetual electrical generating plant, doesn't it? They could actually catch their own exhaust, bring it back around, convert it back to water. Yes, hydrogen can be used. Hydrogen is a fuel. Why don't we develop it? It is there. We have the capabilities to do it right now. You hear people say we need to get off foreign oil. Yes, wind generators will help a great deal. Yes, I'd love to see the news say in Death Valley, a person can walk across it because they cannot die no more because there's so many solar power generating plants there that you can walk to each one without worrying about dying of thirst. Death Valley is producing more electricity than the Tennessee Valley Electrical Commission back in the 30s and 40s. It can be done. Wind can be used. Hydrogen can be used. But hydrogen we can do right now. We can convert those turbines that run off of fossil fuel like oil, jet fuel, things like that, to run off of hydrogen. We can build the hydrogen generating plants now. They can be at the power plants. They can produce the electricity. Yes, nuclear, yes, you can build. But this is what we can do right now. Can be done. Steam turbine engines that have boilers. Hydrogen generators, produce your hydrogen, burn it. Your exhaust, what's it going to be? Water, steam. On those that have boilers, your exhaust will be nothing but steam because you're burning just hydrogen and oxygen and you're producing water. Now, those who have turbines, you will be producing steam, but also your lubricants, some of your lubricant is going to get into that steam, but it's a lot less pollutant than any fossil fuel that you burn. A lot less. And you can put filters to filter out that oil, so when it gets to the top of the stacks and out, it's almost pure steam. Unless you want to recycle it back around, convert it back to water, and then reconvert it to steam. Let it cool down, it will become water, run electricity through it, you produce hydrogen and oxygen, and you are then producing your own fuel again. It will be much, much cheaper than using any fossil fuel. It will also get us off of foreign oil. American hydrogen instead of Middle East oil. American hydrogen instead of South American oil. American hydrogen instead of Russian oil. Yes, our own fuel instead of. Oh, don't stop drilling and don't produce American oil. Yes, we do. And we will sell it to the oil people and they will use it in the world market. But we, as the American people, need to take the first step to the 23rd century. And here is one way. Start converting all our fossil fuel burning electrical generating plants to hydrogen. Start using what we have and the capabilities. What will that give us in the future? I don't know. When we first started using oil, we had tar from oil. Then we made the internal combustion engine and we produced gasoline. Well, in that process of making gas, we found out you can get asphalt. Well, we also found out you can also get plastics. And plastics are used to make solar panels. Plastics are used to make your housing and a lot of parts to your wind machines. So what are we going to get when we start converting hydrogen and oxygen from the ocean? There's a lot of minerals in that water. There's a lot of stuff in that water. When we start converting it to hydrogen and oxygen, what are we going to... We have no idea. There's so many new products we might find that we can't even dream about what exists today. But we have to take that first step, and we need to do it now. Not yesterday, because we can't do nothing about yesterday. I do not look back at yesterday and say, oh, well, don't matter. It doesn't change. Yesterday will never change. Well, what about then if you don't look tomorrow? That's it. Go forward. We can change tomorrow. We can produce a future for everybody. We can make it happen. One step is look at the development of hydrogen in the place of. Well, where can we actually use hydrogen? Any place we use methane gas. For example, like there are internal combustion engines that run on methane gas. We can use hydrogen. Methane gas is a lot less pollutant than gasoline, but it's a lot more pollutant than hydrogen and oxygen. So we can use internal combustion engines. Turbines, very easily on turbines we can use it. How successful can we use it on turbines? Well, let's see. Yep, very successful. I mean, the oxygen goes in there and the hydrogen, you set a spark, boom. That expansion goes through that doggone turbine wheels and it'll turn it. The compression wheels in the front sucking more air in. We have a turbine turning. The generator on the front end producing electricity. Oh yes, I do know about jet engines and I do know about electrical generators. Yes, we can use it for turbines. Boilers, the ones that have steam. Yes, any place we use steam, we can use hydrogen. Bring it in, ignite it, burn it there. It will heat up the water and you got steam. Yes, we can use it where there's steam. Actually, if you wanted to open up some steel factories, you can actually use hydrogen for smelting the steel factories and producing steel again. Yes, you wouldn't be producing pollutants in the air from the coal burning, you'd be producing steam. And yes, you could make steel a lot cheaper. And maybe we could start making steel again in this country. There's a lot of things we need to start using our hydrogen. Will we ever run out of it? Nope, because it's totally renewable, it's totally reusable. Air, sun, hydrogen, nuclear. That is the 4 freedoms from foreign oil. Drilling is what we will give the world. When we're done using oil, we will let the world buy our oil to make our Social Security sound and safe. Thank you. Have a nice day. This is JD. Remember, don't vote Republican. Don't vote Democrat. Vote American. And I am running for president, and this is an idea that we need to go with and run. Now, not wait. You have a nice day. And there's Sam behind me. Wave, Sam. Okay. Have a nice day. This is JD for president.